What's up, dummies? So I was just on YouTube and I saw this video right here. It says 7 disturbing videos captured on Ring doorbell cameras. Who the hell is this lady? Why is she looking at me like that? If this lady was outside my house, I would have went outside and just knocked. Okay, being honest, I probably would be scared for my life. I wouldn't go outside. But we're about to check this video out. 7 of the most disturbing things ever captured on someone's doorbell. If you guys have a doorbell, you might be in this video. What? That makes no sense. Let's watch this scary stuff. All right, let's get it.
It's been a long year since I've done a Ring cameras video. And as it turns out, people are still creeps and a lot of new videos have surfaced. So let's look at some of them.
Why did this video start with this lady? Okay, so we got somebody's doorbell, something. We got somebody carrying a baby. Okay, a girl carrying a baby. Normal. But there's a guy behind her. They're circling the guy. Okay, what's he gonna do? He looks like he's on the phone. Oh, he's following. Is he going onto her driveway? Oh no, you better shut that door. Shut that door. Oh my God. She locked it just in time. Who is this guy, bro? That's the darkest person I've ever seen. They're never gonna be able to see what he looks like. He's so dark. Oh my God, Dude, he gave up.
As you just saw, a mother holding her infant daughter unknowingly leads a man to her front door and was mere seconds away from him getting inside.
Look at that.
As the man approaches the driveway, you can see him pulling up the mask over his face to conceal his identity, clearly with premeditated intentions. As the man walks up the driveway, the daughter takes notice to him as the mother is still completely oblivious to the approaching threat.
The daughter's like, what the hell? Babies are smarter than you might think.
She only realized what had just happened after looking through the terrifying
They just act like they don't really know what's going on because they don't want to go to school. The woman made a report to the
police as soon as she saw the footage, and what the police said was disturbing. There had been a series of reports of a brutal and violent rapist in the area who had been targeting women and children. It's suspected that he and this man were the same person. No sane person leaves their house with a full face mask such as this one if they're not knowingly about to commit a serious crime and want to conceal their identity.
Bro, he was going after moms and little kids. This mom had a little daughter. Imagine what he could have done. Yo, see, people are messed up nowadays, bro.
The woman in the video just may have saved her and her child's life just by the skin of her teeth.
I don't trust people nowadays, bro. I really don't. If you're not convinced of
just how often this kind of thing happens, here's a similar video. A young college-age looking girl is coming home, letting herself into her house. Not even 5 seconds after she enters the home, 2 large men step on the porch, and the one in front immediately tries to open the door.
Okay, let's see this. So this girl's getting home from school, you know, normal girl, normal day. She's going home. It's late at night. This stuff normally happens at night. Oh God, okay, let's see. So she shuts the door, almost. Boom, the door's shut, and oh my gosh. What do they want? These look like some creeps, I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to you. Bro, they were up to no good, bro.
Some people think the men looked genuinely confused and may have had the wrong house. However, the short window of time between the girl entering the house and the men stepping on the porch would have definitely allowed them to see the girl. You'd think anyone who just tries to open the door to a house surely must know they have the right house, or at the very least, know who lives in the house. It could also be argued that when the man turns to his friend behind him, he's making mention of the camera, and so he pretends to think he has the right house by sticking around and knocking, despite the obvious screams from the girl inside as she notices the men at the door. It seems they only run off after the girl starts screaming, "We're calling the police."
Nah. Yeah, that was a good thing she did.
So unlike the first video, there's no 100% proof of whether these guys had bad intentions or not.
That's proof.
Whether they were trying to grab the girl, or if they genuinely had the wrong house is up for debate, as there ain't
no debate. Let me break it down real quick. So look, This guy walks up. Let me show you. I'm doing some detective work right here. So they're saying that there's not any proof that this guy was up to no good. But look, he comes up and he's already looking at the camera. He sees the camera right here. Look, he sees it, and then he avoids the camera. He stands over here. Then he turns around and tells his friend, yo, there's a camera. He's hiding his face, and then he keeps trying to hide his face. Look at this. He hides his face. Look, watch. Ready? He turns around. You see how he turns around? Bro, he was trying to hide his face when he noticed the camera. Why would you be trying to hide your face if you weren't up to no good? Nope, caught you.
Get
sent to jail, buddy.
Still, everything about the men's actions was sketchy.
That was sketchy,
video,
bro.
On the other hand, what's going on couldn't be more clear. In the early morning hours on October 16th in Kent, Washington, a couple seen returning home. The husband is seen unlocking the door, and seconds later, as the man's wife follows behind, she turns her head to a gun-wielding suspect chasing behind her. She acts quickly and runs inside, locking the front door. The suspect then spots the Ring camera and hits it repeatedly with his gun, effectively breaking the device.
What? No way.
It's at this time that you can notice a second man there as well.
Yeah, look, somebody else pulled up.
The couple spent their night at a casino. And for this reason, the wife believes the two men followed them home from the casino, hoping to rob them of any of their winnings.
Here's the thing, bro. So this lady, she looked like a nice lady. She just went to the casino. Those two guys that pulled up trying to rob them, they saw them at the casino. They probably saw them win big bucks, big money, so they knew they had money. They followed them home, but I just got one question. How did this lady successfully lock that door?
Fortunately, they made it inside safely. The suspect with the gun was identified by police as 18-year-old Al Hussein Drameh, and he was arrested on October 26th. He faced multiple charges, including burglary in the first degree.
Bro, you're so young,
not guilty to all of them.
Your life. Not guilty?
With this fourth video, we moved to something a little more paranormal. This was caught on a TikToker named Nolan Brock's indoor Ring security camera while he was sleeping on the couch.
Indoor Ring camera.
At 1:39 in the morning, he's awoken to the pantry doors opening and some kind of cracks or bangs coming from either inside the pantry or from the doors themselves.
What the? Yo! Alright, hold on, y'all. This dog just pulled up. What the? What? Yo, who are you? Okay, this is a new part. I've never done this on the reaction channel. Okay, yeah. Can I get a pet? Can I pet you at least? No? Okay, that just scared the hell out of me. Okay, we're back. I'm not gonna lie, that dog just scared the hell out of me. I'm literally watching this creepy ass clip. Oh my, okay, I locked the door so we shouldn't be approached by random dogs. I love dogs, but dude, this is a bad time. Watching a scary, all right, let's tune into this. Let's see what happens in this guy's pantry. That's never happened to me.
With the fan running, the thought of it being a draft wasn't out of the question per se. He ignored it and tried to go back to sleep. But 4 minutes later, at 1:43, this happened.
No way. No way. He ended up going back to sleep.
One of the doors is aggressively yanked shut. And this officially removes any possibility of a draft being the cause of the doors moving.
No!
It's safe to assume he slept in his bed the rest of the night.
Huh? That's all? What do you mean what do you mean he went to he went to I'm tweaking. What do you mean he went to sleep in his bed? He didn't check the pantry? There could be like a random dog, for example, eating your food, dude.
It comes from inside of a house instead of the front porch.
People be tripping.
And this one can play on one of the biggest fears of a lot of people. And that is someone lurking around your house as you sleep. In Wichita, Kansas, a family's Ring camera captured some terrifying video footage of a stranger standing directly over sleeping 15-year-old Anaya Robinson at around 2:30 a.m. on a Friday night. This was the footage captured.
No. That's a robber in their house just staring at this girl sleeping. There's a girl sleeping on the couch. No, what is he looking at her for? This video sped up too.
Anaya said once she opened her eyes, she felt like she was in a scene from a horror movie, seeing somebody sitting over her, watching her that she didn't know. Anaya rushed to her mother Angel's room, screaming there's somebody in the house. And after being jolted awake, Angel made sure her 2-year-old daughter and Anaya were safe in a room before calling the police. Wichita police responded
Why did he
quickly,
turn the light
but
on?
The intruder was already gone. It's likely the boy entered the house simply through the front door.
What's he doing in there?
Luckily, the Ring cameras clearly caught his face, and using this footage, the police acted on a tip and were able to arrest a 14-year-old boy whose name was not released. The boy faced aggravated burglary and theft charges.
14-year-old boy breaking into people's houses, staring at them while they sleep. What goes wrong in your life to be 14 years old and want to do that? When I was 14, bro, I was running around, riding bikes, riding four-wheelers, crashing four-wheelers, eating candy, stealing candy from kids. I was just doing the usual stuff. What's this kid's problem? Keep this kid away from me, bro.
2021, a woman reported on Twitter that a creepy-looking man had been standing outside of her apartment almost every night for an entire month.
Bro,
she included a few of the videos caught by her Ring camera, and it shows the man creepily standing there for extended periods of time, facing her door.
So every night, this is at 7 a.m.
At certain points,
this is a sped up video. He stands there for 5 minutes.
But what he says is impossible to hear. The woman resorted to posting this on Twitter after her complaints to the police apparently fell on deaf ears.
He just stands there and stares at her door. Oh my God. What's he doing?
It was a few days after her initial post that she posted an update stating that her friends and family confronted the man, which seemingly got him to stop. Additionally, the post going viral prompted her building security to do an additional routine throughout the night. I can't seem to find her Twitter profile anymore, so there don't appear to be any updates on the matter.
Look at that. Oh my God, dude.
And in this last video, an El Paso resident's Ring camera catches what appears at first to be a woman in danger seeking help at their front door in the middle of the night. But this may be a much more sinister situation than that.
Okay. So apparently there's this woman in danger. What's she doing, bro? Look like somebody's following her or something. She's tweaking.
At first, the woman appears to be in distress, possibly on the run from someone, crying and
Yeah, it seemed like
pleading for help.
somebody's chasing her, for sure.
But things start getting suspicious when she hides anytime a car is approaching.
It's 4 a.m. Look in the bottom right. It's 4 a.m. right now and this is happening. Let's see this. She's crying. What's she crying for? What's going on? Car approaches, so she hides. What? Why is she hiding?
Is she hiding
Maybe
from
somebody
a
in the car
specific
trying
person
to get
chasing
her?
after her?
Yeah.
Or is she perhaps trying to not be seen from any passerbys?
Huh. She's up to no good. I feel like she's up to no good. Would you open the door for her? If a random, 28-year-old woman came up to your door at 4 a.m. saying, she didn't even say anything. She didn't even say, I need help. Would you open the door? I don't know if I'm opening the door, I'm not gonna lie. Look at this. She's just knocking like this, little baby ass. What? Say something. Say I need help, somebody's chasing me, then I'll believe you, but not saying anything is creep. I've seen enough of these doorbell videos to know that sometimes people set stuff up. Why am I still talking?
After the neighbor's driveway light turns on, a car's headlights approach from the right, and she's seen casually walking away, presumably to get in that unseen car. Perhaps because her driver was growing paranoid that too much attention was being drawn, so they needed to leave.
Oh. Somebody pulls up. She hurries in the direction
now, you
as
could say that's just a far-fetched theory of mine. But a month later, El Paso police arrested a woman who was charged with burglary of habitation. That woman was Krista Nicole Cordeaux. The woman in the video looks identical to the woman in this mugshot.
That's her.
The charge this woman faced is defined as the act of entering any building illegally with the plan to do something serious, such as harming the owner, damaging property, or stealing.
So this lady who was acting all scared, I need help, at 4 a.m., turns out she wasn't actually needing help. Turns out she wasn't actually scared. This lady ended up getting caught a couple weeks later for doing this same thing successfully. Somebody actually believed it.
Suddenly, the prospect that this woman could have been trying to trick an unsuspecting person into opening their door doesn't seem so far-fetched.
Oh my God.
As always, keep your doors locked.
Hey, I should probably listen to this guy. Keep your doors locked? Yeah, I had my door wide open. This random ass dog came in. That scared the hell out of me. This has been Creepy Door. Peace out. Yeah, be that. What's up, dummies? Today we're reacting to the 10 scariest things ever caught on camera. In this video, we're looking at 10 different stories where people went through some pretty crazy things. This video is gonna be insane. Viewer discretion is advised, or whatever they always say. Let's go.
On March 1st, 2024,
here's the first
Sydney
one.
was driving her work truck across the Clark Memorial Bridge near Louisville. At the same time, 33-year-old Trevor Brandon, whose license had recently been revoked, was maneuvering around a stalled car when he swerved into oncoming traffic.
Oh man, this guy turned into oncoming traffic.
A sedan, and finally, a semi. Meanwhile,
okay, we got like a cool like representation of it. This guy apparently had his license revoked and he was driving on the bridge really crazy. Oh God, something bad's gonna happen, bro.
After narrowly avoiding the accident, was left dangling over the river, inches from the fatal outcome.
What?
She pressed the brake pedal as hard as she could, frozen in place.
Yo,
terrified.
So this guy made her swerve. She swerved off the bridge, but she's hanging from the bridge, bro. Oh my God.
That any moment would send her plunging into the depths.
Bro.
Even if she survived the fall, she would certainly drown because she couldn't swim. Every minute felt
she
like
can't
an
swim?
eternity to
Oh
Sydney.
my.
And 40 minutes passed before help finally arrived.
40 minutes? It took them 40 minutes to get over there? So you're telling me this girl was dangling in the truck, about to fall into the water for 40 minutes off of a crazy big bridge? What?
It was a dangerous, extremely complicated rescue
Look at this.
operation. But
Whoa.
thankfully, disaster was avoided, and Sydney
they saved her.
was eventually saved.
They
As for
saved
Brandon,
her.
the pickup driver, he now faces a list of charges and will answer in court.
So
At
he
least
got
won't
in
be charged with
trouble.
Involuntary manslaughter.
So he got in trouble for like crashing because he was like not driving right and then caused all that. Damn, that's
Sydney,
insane.
though, vowed never to cross that cursed bridge again.
Wow.
Unfortunately, not everyone is as lucky when it comes to learning from close calls.
Oh gosh,
Wu
here's the
Bin,
second one.
a Chinese resident, had almost a decade
Okay, so this guy's name is Wu Bin. Let's see what happened to
of
him.
experience as a long-distance passenger bus driver. He
Okay,
logged
bus driver.
nearly 1 million kilometers without a single accident or complaint from passengers. That's about 25 times around the Earth's equator. However, on May 29th, 2012, Wu Bin became a true hero. As usual, he was driving his bus when
This is the
passengers
footage.
suddenly heard a loud crash. Wu slowly brought the bus to a stop and addressed the people inside. But they noticed he was deathly pale and barely standing.
Damn,
Wu
what's wrong
instructed
with him?
everyone to carefully exit the bus and then fell silent. What the passengers hadn't seen was that, just moments earlier, a massive piece of debris had crashed through the windshield, hitting Wu in the stomach and arms. It was a nearly 2-meter-long metal plate that shattered Wu's ribs and shredded his liver. Despite the excruciating pain, he saved the lives of 24 passengers by managing to safely stop the bus. Sadly, Wu passed away 4 days later in the hospital.
No.
It turned out the metal piece that had so suddenly struck him was part of a truck's brake pad. While the police conducted their investigation, news of Wu Bin's heroic actions spread throughout the country. About 3,000 people attended his funeral to pay their respects.
That's so awesome. So this guy was a bus driver. He was like one of the best bus drivers ever. And one day something
hitting Wu in
flew
the
through his windshield. Look at this.
Piece of debris had
Boom!
crashed
That's the real footage of something coming through his windshield and hitting him. And then he was like, ah.
through the windshield plane.
Look, he's like in pain right here. We can see this.
Despite the excruciating
He's like, ah, but look, he's pulling over. He
20
slows down. Like most people in that situation would have been like, ah, and like crashed the whole car. But this dude literally like took his time while being in pain to turn the car. Wow, bro. Shout out to Wu Bin, bro. This guy's a real G. All right, here's the next one.
Life in the town was going on as usual. Eladio Marquez, a pilot and instructor with 10 years of experience, and his former student were preparing for another flight. They took off in their small Cessna, but just a few minutes later, they reported some alarming news to the control tower. Their left engine had caught fire. Marquez received clearance for an emergency landing, but that landing never happened. A minute later, the plane crashed and exploded, hitting none other than a therapy center for children with autism. It was 2:22 p.m. when all 8 caregivers and 5 children heard the terrifying sound of the impact.
What the hell is that? There's a bug in my room.
Get away!
The teachers managed to grab the kids and rush them to the exit just seconds before the flames engulfed the building. Thanks to their quick reaction,
look at this.
No one in the
This is
center
the
was
real
harmed.
footage.
The police launched an investigation, but it seemed like the malfunctioning engine hadn't been given enough attention in the hangar. However, the chilling truth is that you don't have to be in a plane crash to meet a tragic end.
This is awesome. I mean, it sucks that this plane flew into this building, but all these kids made it out. These are all like kids with autism and stuff, so that's cool that they had like enough smarts to leave the place and stuff. That's awesome. All right, here's the next story. Ooh, these are literally insane, bro.
Tragic end. British woman Elena Struthers Gardner had experienced 2 fatal falls in her life. At 21, she fell from a horse, sustaining a severe injury that left her disabled. From then on, due to her spinal deformity and coordination issues, she fell often. But despite this, Elena lived happily with her wife, Mandy, until she turned 60. Then, on November 22nd, 2018, Elena was at home drinking from her favorite glass with a metal straw. Mandy had always warned her to be careful, suspecting that these straws could be dangerous for people with limited mobility.
How could it be dangerous to drink from a metal straw? Hold on, what's going on here?
And unfortunately, her fears came true. Out of nowhere, Elena lost her balance and fell, and the 8-inch metal straw went straight into her eye. She sustained a severe traumatic brain injury and passed away the next day in the hospital.
Oh my God!
This is especially terrifying because no one is safe from such fatal accidents.
Bro, so this girl was drinking from a metal straw, and then she put it down on the ground, and she fell, tripped over it, and poked her in the... Oh my God. Nobody was hurt, by the way, YouTube, so don't delete this video. All right, here's the next story.
23-year-old Peter Biaksongzuala had never been more...
Peter Biaksongzuala? What? That's a cool-ass name.
nervous. His team, Bethlehem Vangthlang, part of an elite Indian amateur league, was about to take a free kick. In the 62nd minute, his teammate finally took the penalty shot. But when the goalkeeper deflected the ball, Peter dashed in for the rebound and scored. He immediately began celebrating with a series of victory flips. Yet after the second flip, he landed awkwardly, hit his head on the ground, and couldn't get back up. His teammates rushed over, quickly realizing something was terribly wrong. At the hospital, it was revealed that Peter had severely damaged his spinal cord. And despite the doctor's best efforts, Peter passed away later that day.
Bro,
this
what?
absurd tragedy confirmed that danger can literally be lurking right beneath our
Bro, that's
fist of
insane. He
wrong.
just
Couldn't
scored
get-
a
yet after
goal.
the score,
He was
goalkeeper
so happy.
deflected
Look
the
at him.
ball. Peter dashed in.
This is
for the
him right here.
rebound and
He
scored.
scores, and he's like,
He
yeah, and
immediately
he starts
began
doing
celebrating
flips.
with a series
And then,
of victory flips.
ah.
Yet after this,
All right, here's
could
the
have
next.
easily been the beginning of a horror movie. 83-year-old Dorothy Louise Downey
gonna be
arrived at a creepy old house on the edge of the woods in Salem. In reality, though, she was just there to help her daughter pack up and finally move out of the
real
rundown
footage.
place. However, while in the kitchen, Dorothy accidentally stepped on a rotten section of the floor and fell through, disappearing completely beneath it. Her daughter rushed to help, only to be stunned by what she saw. Under the floor was a well, nearly 15 meters
50
deep.
feet?
She couldn't do anything to save her mother and called the rescue team. Even they needed 4 hours to recover Dorothy's lifeless body from the narrow well. Neither mother nor daughter had any idea the deadly shaft existed, and it claimed Dorothy's life just as she was visiting the house for the last time.
Bro. So this lady went to visit her daughter in this old house. They were taking all their stuff out of their old house that their great-great-great-great-grandparents had. She stepped on a certain spot in the floor and she fell 50 feet into a well. And it took people 4 hours to go save her because they were in the middle of nowhere. Dude, that's insane to think like you could take one wrong step in your house and just fall. This
Coincidence feels like the result of some curse, just like the next story. On the night of March 26th, 2024,
that was last
6
year.
construction workers were doing scheduled repairs on the Francis Scott Key Bridge near Baltimore. Meanwhile, a nearly 300-meter container ship, the Dolly, had just left the port of Baltimore, heading for Sri Lanka. There were 21 crew members on board, all eager to finally go home, especially since the day before, the Dolly had started experiencing sudden electrical failures. And at exactly 1:24 a.m., as the ship approached the Francis Scott Key Bridge, the power went out again, the engines stopped, and the massive vessel began drifting with the current. The crew desperately tried to restore power and correct the course. The power came back exactly a minute later, but by then, the Dolly was dangerously close to one of the bridge's supports. The crew immediately warned the authorities that a disaster was imminent. The police managed to close the bridge to traffic just in time before the dolly collided with the support.
Wow.
In just 20 seconds, the central arch of the bridge was gone. But no one had time to warn the 6 workers who suddenly found themselves trapped between tons of twisted metal and concrete. Now, plunging into the river's fast-moving current, rescue teams arrived quickly. But in the dead of night, with zero visibility, they couldn't do much. It wasn't until dawn that the true scale of the catastrophe became clear. One of the largest shipping channels in the US was now completely blocked, leading to nearly $3 billion in damages. However, the most horrifying part was that none of the workers survived. The last body was found and recovered by divers 6 weeks later. All
Rest
6
in
men
peace.
were
Rest in
first-generation immigrants, hoping to achieve their American dream, and almost every one of them was a father of multiple children. Meanwhile, the dolly crew remained unharmed. But for the rest of their lives, they'll know that if someone had insisted on fixing that faulty electrical system...
Bro, that's insane. There was a boat that had like electricity problems, and it was going and going and going, and right when it was about to pass a bridge, the electricity shut off so they couldn't steer, and it just hit the... Oh my gosh. Thankfully, they did close off the bridge in time for all the cars, because if it would have hit the bridge with the cars on it, a bunch more people would have been dead. Oh my God.
Those 6 workers would still be alive. And a psychological torment can often be just as horrifying as physical pain. On January 2nd, 2024,
that was last year.
Japanese woman Mika Yamaki was driving to the airport to pick up her husband. She was listening to the news on the radio when she suddenly heard that a disaster had occurred at the airport. And in the report, they mentioned the exact flight her husband was on.
Oh man.
Just minutes earlier, Flight 516, arriving from Sapporo, had requested permission to land at Tokyo's Haneda Airport. The controllers confirmed the landing, and the pilots guided the Airbus with its 379 passengers onto the runway.
Hopefully,
at 5:46 p.m. local time, Flight 516 touched down. Seconds later, the plane unexpectedly burst into flames, sending a massive fireball into the sky.
What?
The Airbus continued to slide down the runway, leaving a trail of fire and thick smoke behind. It was only then that the passengers realized something had gone horribly wrong.
What?
The cabin started filling with toxic smoke,
Oh, this is
and the
real
flight
footage.
attendants called for an emergency evacuation. Meanwhile, panic-stricken Mika Yamaki started calling her husband, and he answered. He was among the first to escape the inferno using the emergency slide. The rest of the passengers followed, while firefighters had already begun...
Okay, this might sound crazy. This might sound insane,
Emergency
but like, every time I go on a flight, I obviously I don't want it to crash, but like, I've always wanted to slide down the emergency slide. That looks so fun. Imagine you're on a plane and it's like burning and you get to like, boom, like slide down a slide. Like after being on a plane for that long, like I've been on some crazy flights, like 12 hours, 15 hours. Like the last thing you want to do is sit around. You want to freaking slide down a slide. That would be cool, but like that's still insane.
The rest of the passengers followed, while firefighters had already begun battling the flames. But as the minutes ticked by, the fire consumed more and more of the plane, requiring over 100 fire trucks to be deployed. And that wasn't all. Soon, the cause of the fire was revealed. It turned out that the massive Airbus had collided with a tiny Coast Guard plane during landing, and both aircraft instantly caught fire. When terrified Mika finally arrived at the airport, she learned that her husband was safe, as were the rest of the passengers and
Everyone
crew
was
of Flight
safe.
516. Tragically, 5 of the 6 people on the Coast Guard plane died on the spot. Only the captain survived, but he was rushed to the hospital in critical condition. The investigation revealed that the disaster was caused by several factors. First, the Coast Guard pilot either didn't hear or didn't understand the controller's instruction to stay off the runway.
You know what I just realized? That whole plane that exploded, like, yeah, everybody, the plane that caught on fire, like, everybody survived, so nobody died. But, like, what about all their bags? When you go on a plane, like, you bring, like, a bag, right? Dude, you lose your wallet, your phone, your shirt, your clothes, your books, your... Dude, what the... Dude, I don't want to get a new wallet. I'd rather die.
On December 24th,
All right, here's the next...
2022, a
was
truck
like
set
3
off
years
from
ago.
Richards Bay, South Africa, to Botswana, carrying a tanker with 60,000 liters of liquefied petroleum gas.
Jesus Christ.
However, on
60,000 liters of gas? Dude, oh my gosh, that's a lot of gas.
Christmas
Let's
Eve,
see.
the driver mistakenly took a wrong turn and ended up in Boksburg. He was
How do
trying
you
to
do
get back
that?
on route when he came upon a tunnel under a railway crossing. What happened next will remain a mystery forever. whether the driver didn't notice the height restriction sign or if it wasn't there at all. The truck got stuck right in the middle of the bridge, but that was far from his biggest problem. As within seconds, he heard a hissing sound and smelled gas. The man immediately called an ambulance, feeling dizzy from the toxic fumes, and called the firefighters, fearing the tanker might ignite at any moment. But they didn't make it in time, and at 6:45 a.m., the gas exploded. When the fire engulfed everything around, 2 smaller explosions followed. They were clearly heard in the nearby houses and buildings, prompting locals to come out and see what had happened. Among them was 26-year-old Numitso Mashaba, who lived just 100 meters from the crossing. He left his children with his father in the house and rushed to make sure his wife Neo and his brother were okay. Dozens of people gathered around the flaming crossing when suddenly the 4th and most powerful explosion occurred. Everyone standing near the tanker was thrown back by the fireball. Their clothes instantly melted onto their bodies, and no one could get up again. The explosion destroyed the railway crossing, the fire truck trying to contain the flames, and several nearby homes and vehicles. The tanker detonated with such force that even a nearby hospital was reduced to ruins. 13 of its employees and 24 patients suffered severe injuries.
Nobody got hurt, YouTube.
8 medical workers and the driver in the hospital parking lot were killed. The Mashaba couple didn't survive either. And in the days following the disaster, the death toll rose to 41. Moreover, 2 people who were at the epicenter of the explosion are still considered missing. This gruesome reminder shows that even observing such accidents from a distance can be dangerous, and it's best to stay far away. Authorities were unable to determine who was to blame. Unfortunately, in many cases like this, those responsible avoid punishment, even if their mistakes have claimed dozens of lives.
That's crazy.
On the evening of July 2nd, 2024,
here's the next story. That was
a fenced-off, swampy area in the Hathras district of India was almost empty.
Oh, man.
Just hours earlier, the scene of an event shocked the world. It began as a typical Hindu prayer gathering. Local guru, Bola Baba, organized an assembly of his followers. He received official permission to host an event for 5,000 people. However, his followers numbered in the tens of thousands. And as a result, the area became tightly packed with people.
This
was despite the 38 degrees Celsius heat.
100
Entire
degrees?
families, including many women and children, stood there all day to listen to the guru's sermon. But the heat and suffocating conditions turned into a living hell. When the sermon ended and thousands of people surged toward the guru, trying to touch him, the volunteer guards couldn't calm the crowd, and visitors began literally trampling each other. Those who tripped had no chance of getting up and were trampled to death. Moreover, due to the intense pressure, even those still standing were suffocating because their lungs had no room to expand. When the crowd finally thinned out, the ground was littered with bodies. It took a long time to identify them all, but it was eventually revealed that 116 people perished in the stampede, the vast majority of whom were women and children. Unfortunately, deadly stampedes during religious pilgrimages happen all too often in India.
Bro, there's too many people there, bro. Y'all gotta go home. Like, you don't gotta go everywhere. Just stay home, bro. Oh my God, bro. This video right here, it says scary compilation version 59. But look at this thumbnail, bro. There's a little kid standing on his damn freaking crib or whatever. I'm already scared. I can't even think of what to say. This video says don't watch this at night. So if you're watching this at night, oh God, bro, this is gonna be scary. A bunch of scary videos. Let's watch this.
When something really creepy is caught on camera. No-Tell writes, "Tell me I'm not the only one who sees it. I'm house sitting for my aunt who is out of town and I'm kind of freaking out right now." This is what he caught.
Let's see.
I don't know if I'm seeing shit or tripping, but check this out.
Oh God. I'm scared already. It's just started.
So this is my aunt's son's room.
Bunch of toys.
There's no one in here.
Bro, toys are so creepy. Like, okay, but before I freaking play the rest of this and get scared out of my mind, when I was a kid, I loved toys, but toys now are just creepy. Like, think about a toy, bro. It's creepy as hell.
Right. Nothing.
What?
Closet.
What is he trying to say? Nothing in the closet.
Nothing.
Okay. What?
Got a nanny camera in here. Alright, now tell me, right on the monitor here.
Okay, so he has a camera in there.
Tell me that doesn't look like someone standing in the room.
What the
Like-
hell?
Like I've checked, like went back and forth 3 times, and
I mean, it kind of looks creepy.
So, okay. Nothing, right?
Damn.
Like what?
So the camera shows like creepy dolls standing up, but there's nothing there. That's weird as hell.
Next to the toy dinosaur, a shadow-like figure of what looks like a small child can be seen standing in front of the desk. Now at first glance, it may seem like a random shadow that's being cast, but if we look closely, the shadowy figure is clearly obstructing the view of the orange toy lying on the table. It also seems to be blocking part of the desk, suggesting it's a solid figure.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Feeling
right
creeped out, Notel continues to record and captures this.
No way, something else happened, bro.
I do not want to go back in there. I have an idea. Put this, like, right here.
What the hell's he doing? He's just gonna record it?
Alright. Okay, I saw a ball in the other room. I'm gonna go grab it.
Oh, he's gonna go walk in front of the camera to prove that this isn't fake.
Okay.
He didn't walk in front of the camera.
Make sure it's clear.
What if this is just an image?
Alright,
What if he's... I need to see something happen. He's gonna throw a ball in there. Yeah, he threw a ball in there.
Okay, alright.
He threw a ball in there.
Definitely something in there.
What the... Wow. So it showed up on the camera, him throwing the ball, but that, like, ghostly figure did not move.
Understandably, Notel is too afraid to go back inside the room.
Yeah.
After throwing the ball and seeing that the camera is actually functioning, he runs away, feeling more scared than before.
Yeah, because maybe he thought the camera was messed up. Right? Like, maybe he thought the camera was glitched. But then when he threw the ball, it showed that the camera was updated, and that stupid creepy thing was still
now, it's
there.
worth mentioning that the nanny cam seen in the footage is unable to record video. Therefore, whatever's being shown isn't pre-recorded, but rather live footage of the room as we see it.
Oh, he said that camera can't even record videos. It just shows live footage. So there's no way he could have faked this. What?
There has yet to be an update on Notel's situation, but for now, I'll leave it to you to decide as to whether or not something paranormal is happening.
Bro, what do y'all think happened? Is it just a weird shadow, or is there something creepy
Ghost
going on in that
or
little
not,
kid?
you
Let
be
me
the
know, bro.
judge.
Let me know. I'm reading all my comments. Y'all know I read the comments. All right, number 4. Oh, God.
A
All right.
family takes a trip to a theme park and encounters something pretty terrifying.
What?
On June 2nd of 2022,
I love theme parks.
Noor Ifrina Rosni had joined her husband and son at a Malaysian theme park located in the state of Johor. During the time she
What?
was there, Rosni recorded every moment of the trip.
Okay.
The camera's attention was mainly focused on Mohammed, her son. Not much else stands out in the video except her child, until later in the trip, when Mohammed is seen on a ride without his parents. It's this video in particular that has left viewers unsettled.
Why?
I'll play the clip first before showing what exactly was captured.
All right, let's see if we can see
That
it.
being said, see if you can spot anything unusual about the video.
All right, let's see. Is there anything weird about this video? I see 2 kids riding this thing, and that's all? What? Wait. The kid's gone.
Now, in case you
What the there was a kid wearing a mask. He looked pretty creepy when he first came around. Where did he
missed
go?
it, if you pay close attention to the passenger next to Mohammed, You'll notice that as soon as the cart spins around the coaster and comes back to the camera, the passenger is no longer there.
Wait, maybe he's like bending over?
The child that was right next to him disappears.
Maybe he bent over or something?
Mohammed's mother
he
immediately
crouched?
noticed the missing boy after the second spin. Now, as some viewers have commented, it could be that the child had hid below the seat when the cart was out of sight.
Yeah, for sure.
But if we pause the video at a certain point, we can see from a certain angle that no one was hiding underneath. To make things even more creepy, when Mohammed's mother asked him about the boy he was riding with, he seemed to ignore the question, as if he didn't know what she was talking about. If he didn't know that someone else was riding with him, then what exactly was caught on camera?
What?
Could it be that something paranormal was caught? Or was something else captured? Unless more information comes to hand, this video remains a mystery.
No, hell
Unless
no!
more information
There is a kid in that damn car. The creepiest thing about it is the fact that this kid was staring too. Look at this. You see how this kid's staring at his mom? You see how he's staring at the video? He was staring, then he looks at the kid. They go around the corner and he's gone. Look at this. When they come back around, this kid is not there. He's not even right there, bro. Look. What the... Bro. What's even weirder is the fact that she asked her kid, like, where'd that kid go? And the kid didn't even answer. Yo, all right, let's see what else is coming, bro. I'm creepy.
When he finds an abandoned house sitting on top.
Abandoned
he proceeds
house on
to
a
check
hill?
out the place, feeling a bit scared.
Bro, okay, I love abandoned places. I've been in like hella abandoned houses, abandoned buildings. So much fun, but so creepy.
Can't help but feel an ominous vibe surrounding the property. Little does he know that something utterly horrifying would occur while exploring this place.
No.
This is what he caught.
Bro, okay, I've been in hella abandoned houses before, but nothing crazy has really ever happened. Like one time I was in an abandoned building and I walked up the stairs, right? And it was so pitch black. It was so dark in this building. I walk up the stairs and I'm in like this like abandoned school. So I'm in a hallway now after I went up the stairs. And there's a door right here and a door right here. And then down the hall, there's two doors. Like, you know how a hallway is in a classroom, basically. So I'm walking and I look in the right. I look at the right door and there's no one in there. So I look to the left and there's a guy standing right there. It was so creepy. It was a homeless guy. He didn't do anything to me, but like, dude, it scared the hell out of me. You can find some creepy ass stuff in abandoned places. So let's see what happened to this guy, bro. I don't blame him for going in. I would have went in too. It's so intriguing and so like scary. You get adrenaline and everything. Why was this house abandoned though? It looks like it's in a nice place. It looks like it's a decent house. Is this a classroom?
Oh my god, look at the size of this bedroom.
This looks like a classroom, bro. Alright, they speed it up because he didn't find anything, but then they're gonna... Oh god.
Shit, this is scary.
Look at that bed though. Somebody's lived there, bro. Somebody was living in there. Oh god, don't go down the creepy hallway.
Dude, this is how horror movies start.
Yeah, this is horror movie, bro. Do not go down the hallway. Ah. Oh god. Something's gonna happen.
Oh my god, it's so dark in these rooms.
You don't have a flashlight, bro?
Dude.
This guy's breathing so hard. He's so scared. I would be scared too. That's a nice location in the middle of the desert. That's awesome. Why did they abandon this house?
Oh, fucking heebie-jeebies, dude.
Go downstairs. Go down those stairs.
Dude, that dark room. I kept feeling something was gonna jump out at me. What's down here?
Oh god. Oh god. Where's your flashlight, dude?
Hello? Hello? Sleep, goat, horse, dog, pig, snake.
What? There's writing on the wall?
A sheep, goat, horse, dog, pig, snake, bird, hermaphrodite.
There's a bunch of writing on the wall. Dude, where's your flashlight, bro?
Dude, I think I hear somebody. I think I hear something.
Go.
Naturally, as anyone would, the motorcyclist leaves the property at once, feeling totally spooked. Most viewers believe that whatever was thrown had to be done by a poltergeist or something paranormal, as the general atmosphere of the place seems to suggest this. Then again, a few believe that it could have been a homeless individual who was using the house for shelter. Whatever the case might be, there's no doubting that the encounter itself is pretty scary.
If y'all ever go to an abandoned place,
the motorcyclist will be coming back to explore. This next video was posted on a YouTube channel which only has one video.
What?
The video in question is the one you're seeing. However, there's something very odd about this footage.
Okay.
This video was posted 14 years ago, and still, to this day, people can't seem to explain it. Right from the start, we can see what appears to be a group of friends hanging out inside a room.
Okay.
Not much happens at the start of the video, but when one of them plays their guitar and another begins to sing, something pretty creepy is captured. This is what was caught.
Okay, they're speaking Spanish. Let's play some music. Apparently there's gonna be a ghost. Where? I don't see a ghost. Bro, there ain't no ghost. What the hell was that big ass thing? Yo, I'm not messing with that. I'm not messing with that. No, nah.
Although having an audience is something this group would appreciate, I'm sure they would prefer having a different kind of audience. But, of course, what do you think? Ghost or not?
Dude, I don't know.
I'll let you have the final say.
I don't even want, that's weird.
Child is woken up late at night.
Oh my God.
And does something that has left its parents completely disturbed.
Dude, this is from the thumbnail. Oh my God, I thought I got clickbaited, but no, it's actually gonna happen.
This footage was taken in the middle of the night when all of a sudden this happens.
Okay, he's obviously screaming in a weird way. Why is this kid screaming? Nah. 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 Nah.
Somehow, the child maintains a perfect balance as it reaches out towards something.
Bro, what?
Viewers believe that it's reaching out to a paranormal entity inside the room.
You gotta move! You gotta move! You gotta get a new house! You gotta get out! Cause that baby just stood up completely and then was like, obviously like being held up by something or grabbing something. No, you gotta move. You gotta move. You gotta get away. You gotta get away.
Whether it's malicious or not is unknown.
You gotta get away.
Given the dangerous situation the child is in, some believe that a sinister presence was responsible for the child's behavior.
The creepiest thing about it was the fact that the kid wasn't even saying like, The kid was like, Mommy, Mom, obviously wanting his mom because something was...
Although we don't know for sure if it's something paranormal, the piercing scream of the child is without a doubt pretty chilling. Not much else is known about the video, but the footage itself is enough for us to know that what happened that night is beyond strange.
Okay, y'all gotta move away. That's step one. And step two, you gotta test your child to see if he's like the best balancer ever. He could probably walk across Nagasaki or Niagara Falls. Why Nagasaki? Am I stupid? Niagara Falls with that type of balance, because how the hell is he doing that? This kid is 1 year old and he has insane balance. Either he's being helped up by a damn ghost and you need to get the hell out of your house, or your kid is the next Michael Jordan.
What's up, dummies? So we're about to react to 8 most most disturbing things caught on dash cam footage. This video has 21 million views, and look at this. Apparently somebody caught on their dash cam a guy who parked in the middle of the road and was coming up to them with a freaking bat, about to probably kill them. This is gonna be insane. Some creepy things that people captured on their car's dash cam. Try not to get scared. Let's go. Okay, here's the intro. Most disturbing things caught on dash cam footage. I am actually
His first dash cam video was captured in Australia. Two men in a Mercedes are driving down the highway when, through their rear dash cam, a car is quickly approaching.
Somebody's coming really quick.
It then swerves around the two guys before getting in front of them and slamming on the brakes.
Oh, this
clearly
is weird.
trying to run them off the road.
This is weird.
But what first could be written off as road rage soon takes a more serious and disturbing turn. The two men notice the driver has an axe and is now waving it out his window and threatening them.
What the heck? Somebody pulled in front of them and they're threatening them with an axe. What? And the creepy thing about this is I've actually been here. I've been to Australia. This didn't happen to me, thankfully, but what the?
Oh, he's got an axe, dude.
Oh, look at this.
What are you doing? Oh. Keep distance, bro.
Oh my gosh. What are they doing? Like, what are you supposed to do in this situation? Do you like start driving away? No, they're just gonna chase you and hit you. Do you stop? No, they're gonna get out of the car. Like, what do? You really would hope that there was a cop somewhere around here. Also, this looks like GTA 5 next to North Yankton, or that military base or whatever. I just noticed. What is this guy doing though? He's telling him to pull over. Okay, now he's driving away, but this guy's chasing him. Now he's trying to hit him. He's trying to hit him. Yeah, you gotta call the cops.
An unexpected encounter forces the two men to take a quick U-turn to lose the guy, but he continues to follow them. The situation is then taken even further when the two use the next exit and approach a roundabout.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh, he's about to hit them. Look at the, good thing we have the rear view camera right there so we can see all angles of this creepy guy with an axe. Oh my god, dude.
Holy.
Yeah, good thing he has a dash cam. Good thing he has a dash cam, bro, because if this happened to me, I don't have a dash cam. My car's old. I drive an old car. Bro, I'd be like, man, what the? You got no proof that he hit you, you know what I mean? Look at this. Like, this is creepy because... Oh, he's gonna hit him again. Yep, he's gonna hit him again.
Oh my god.
Dude, what is this guy doing?
Two times the Mercedes is rear-ended, the second of which causes the attacker to spin out, sending him off the road.
Like, what is he doing this for? I'm pretty sure we're gonna figure it out, like, at the end of this clip or whatever. But, like, what are you doing this for? And what do you do? Like, you just have to keep on driving while trying to call the cops while you're driving. Like, it's illegal to be on your phone while you're driving, but you have to, because, like, you're just like, and then you try not to crash yourself. This is a crazy situation.
This allowed the two guys to get away. They would then drive to the nearest police station where they would report what had just happened. When police arrived to the scene of the crash, the car was gone. However, a few hours later, they would find the vehicle on the road, and from there, the driver was arrested.
Ooh, they arrested him.
Later, the owner of the dashcam footage would give the video more context. Apparently, the driver chasing them, for whatever reason, was 100% convinced they had robbed his house the night before.
What?
But obviously, this wasn't the case. The two guys had never before even seen the man.
Yeah.
It was determined that he was under the influence of something.
Yeah.
He would be charged with multiple offenses.
Oh, the thing is that I just realized, in Australia, you drive on the right side of the car. So it seems like he's in the passenger seat right now, but no, he was actually driving, because you drive on the right side in Australia. I was doing that too when I had a rental car there. It was insane. It was weird to drive on the right side. But yeah, this guy's driving while swinging an axe, which makes this even crazier.
Which put him in prison for 2 years.
Prison for 2 years. Wow. Okay, here's the next clip. These are just gonna get scarier and scarier, by the way.
In August of 2018, Justin Bilton and his 70-year-old father were camping at Glacier National Park in Montana.
What the hell's going on? Volcano?
They had only been in the park for 3 hours when they were informed of an immediate evacuation of the area. A forest fire ignited by lightning the previous night had gotten too far out of control. However, by the time they got the evacuation notice, unknown to them, the only road out of the park had already been engulfed by the fire.
Oh my god, the only road out of the park is already engulfed in flame. What do you do in that situation? Do you just drive through and hope that there's only a little bit of fire blocking the road? Or do you just, because what if you, like, where are you supposed to go? You know what I mean? If you keep going, do you get lit on fire? Or will your car explode because of the gas in the tank? This is crazy to think about. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, like, you think?
What? Dad, what if the car blows up?
That's what I'm saying. Bro, that's insane. He said, Dad, what if the car blows up? And he said, well, then we're dead.
Wow, what do you do in this situation? Do you just wait and wait for the fire to just kill you? Or do you just book it like 100 miles per hour through?
Dad, this is insane.
I know. We don't want to get trapped in here.
Right.
Easy, easy. All right, we're good, we're good, we're good. Slow down, slow down. Big rut here. Just slow down. We're out of that fire.
We're not out of that, Dad. We're not out.
Oh, man.
We're good, though.
Wow.
What?
Wow. Oh, you just gotta drive right through it.
Easy,
Oh.
easy, can't see. Just go easy now. Easy.
Dad, the car is heating up. It's gonna explode.
Oh my God.
Dad, what if a tree falls on us?
You're good, bro.
Please, God, help us.
Wow, this is creepy.
Good, you're doing good.
This is actually so creepy right now.
Dad, we can't get out.
I'm getting out. You can't drive backwards. I can
Yeah.
get that out of the road. We get gloves.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you can't go backwards.
Dad, we gotta get out of here.
Back it up.
You can't go
A
backwards.
fallen tree is seen directly in the middle of the road,
Oh, there was a tree in front.
trapping them inside the park. They had nowhere to go but back, so they ended up reversing through everything they had just went through. When they reached their campsite, they abandoned their car and desperately started running towards a nearby lake.
Oh, true. Yeah. Get rid of the car and just try to run your way. Because you can, like, jump over the fire, I guess, but you can't really drive your car through the fire. You know what I mean? So you're just going to have to say, forget the car, bro.
By some miracle, there they would find 2 park employees in a boat on the shore of the lake.
Wow.
Justin and his father were rescued and taken to safety, leaving everything but this horrifying footage behind.
That is actually so creepy. So they had to leave the car, but they actually survived. That's creepy to think about if you were in
This
that
dash cam
situation.
footage shows the armed robbery of a cab driver.
Oh, man.
The driver, Ralph Valletta, had just started his shift. This was his first ride of the day.
No
He
way.
was stopped at a light, and the rider can be seen in the back, slouched down.
So this is a cab, like a taxi cab driver. His first drive of the day, and he gets robbed.
But abruptly, he sits up and demands Ralph give him everything
Isn't
he
there a
had.
cop in the back? Look, wait. He's trying to rob this guy. There's a cop right behind him. This is a stupid robber.
Down. But abruptly, he sits up and demands
Look
Ralph give him
behind
everything
you.
he has.
This is a robbery, man. Hey, give me all your money, man. Man, I don't. Give me everything you got. Give me it now. All right. I need it now. All right. We can make this the easy way, or we can make this the hard way, man. Everything I got, man. Keep your hand where I can see him. I just started. What else you got? I just started. Let me see your wallet. Let me see your. I don't have anything in my wallet. We can do this the hard way, or we can do this the easy way, man.
This is messed
Let me see
up.
your wallet, and let me see your form. I need it all right now. If you don't want to die, man.
Oh my God.
Okay. Give it all to me now. Okay.
Unbeknownst to the rider, a police cruiser was stopped
Yup.
at the same light directly behind them. At some point during the robbery, the light to the lane they were in had turned green, and seeing that they weren't moving, the officer put on his lights and got out to investigate.
Don't have anything in my wallet. I don't carry your wallet and your phone. I need your wallet. No, please
Oh
don't
my
put my
God.
phone. I need that from a. There's a cop behind us. There's a cop behind us.
Oh my God. Oh my God. He got him. Wow.
Almost immediately,
Wow.
the officer would realize that a robbery was taking place.
Right in front of him.
So, in response, he would order the rider out of the car, where he would then be detained.
Wow.
The rider was arrested and later charged with multiple offenses.
Wow. That is a creepy dude. This has been 3 for 3 so far, or 4 for 4. I don't know how many we've seen. These have been crazy so far, bro. These are actually super disturbing.
In April of
Wow.
2021, a man named Mitch Kuhn was driving on the highway back from work when he saw this.
Whoa.
A child that looks to be wearing
What
a
the
large jacket, or that's possibly wrapped in a blanket, begins walking out in the middle
What
of
the
the highway, just
Get out
barely
of the
missing Mitch's
road!
truck. Mitch was towing a trailer and felt that if he abruptly stopped, it would cause an accident. So instead, he opted to call the police,
Bro-
reporting an unattended child walking on the
Bro
highway.
didn't even stop. Didn't even call the
Police
cop.
assured Mitch that they'd send out patrol units immediately.
Hopefully
An
this.
hour later, Mitch called again for a follow-up, as well as to offer the footage he had caught on his dash cam. But he was told that it wouldn't be necessary, as the child had been collected safely and was on its way home. However, strangely, police would later state that no child was found, despite officers searching the area until 3:45
Wait,
a.m.
what?
Additionally, they would claim that at no point did they tell Mitch that they had found the child. The next morning, multiple volunteers commenced the search of the area, but no child was ever found, and therefore the search eventually ended.
They never
At the time
found
the
this
footage was
kid?
captured, there were no reports of a missing child in the area.
So, do you guys think this is paranormal? This could be a ghost?
It remains unknown who exactly was captured in this video.
Oh my gosh, that's actually a little kid, bro. It kind of looks weird. Like it, oh, okay. I think I see a face right here, like an ear and a forehead and a bun on top of the head with like a blanket. This has got to be like a 6-year-old kid. They never found out who this was. That's creepy!
This dashcam footage was captured in the streets of Taiwan. Right away, it's clear the video takes place in the midst of a storm.
Yeah.
A storm where the winds are strong enough to throw around debris. At one point, debris is even seen flying against the windshield. But little did the drivers know that an actual tornado was forming right behind them.
Oh my God.
Heading in their direction.
Yo, this is gonna show a live tornado. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. The tornado. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Nobody was hurt, by the way, YouTube.
The dash
See, everyone's okay.
Captures the exact moment the tornado went directly through them. It was even strong enough to lift vehicles off the ground, which can actually be seen with the white van that pulls out onto the road.
Yeah, nobody was hurt. The vehicle just moved a little bit, YouTube.
Ground, and it begins to get full-on dragged by the tornado, seemingly disappearing. But once the tornado passes, it can be seen much further down the road, wedged in between 2 trees.
Nobody's hurt.
Concerning, however, is the person that gets thrown by the tornado on the right side of the road.
They weren't hurt.
Unfortunately, the storm would go on to produce further damage in the form of 50 inches of rain that would cause multiple deadly landslides.
50 inches is huge. A lot of rain. All right, here's the next one.
This video was taken in Russia. It shows the dashcam footage of a man driving down a desolate and long stretch of dirt road.
The thumbnail, remember this?
Then, up ahead is a car parked in such a way so as to block traffic. 2 men with baseball bats begin walking up to the driver, and that's when it becomes clear that this is a robbery, and the parked car was an intentional makeshift roadblock.
Bro, run him over!
The driver tries to escape, but the 2 men get in the way and do their best to prevent it.
Run him over! Bro, run him over! I'm running someone over if they're trying to rob me with a bat. Now, if they had a gun, probably like it's harder, but they have a bat, just run him over.
Fortunately, the driver had a window of opportunity and took advantage.
Ooh, yeah.
He slammed on the gas and was able to get away unscathed.
Good job. Yep.
Then drove around the roadblock and was free.
That's a horrible roadblock. Good job, dummies.
It's unknown if the 2 men with baseball bats were ever caught.
Really? So they probably did this to someone else too. That's so creepy, bro.
In late November of 2015, a large catastrophic bushfire broke out in South Australia.
Look at how dark that is.
This dashcam footage was captured by one of the fire trucks responding.
Wait, this is my birthday, bro. November 25th. Look at that. 2015. What? This was on my birthday in Australia.
Right from the start of the video, enormous smoke clouds are shown, depicting just how large the fire had gotten.
Wow.
As the trucks continue forward, visibility gradually worsens. It gets so bad to where the fire trucks are forced to stop.
Oh my God, look how dark it is. It's the middle of the day too. It says it's 13 o'clock, which is 1 p.m. Like it's literally 1 p.m. in Australia in this video. And look at how dark it is. It's literally smoke covering the whole
In the distance,
oh my gosh,
the fire
bro.
itself can be seen.
Wow.
Running towards them unnervingly fast.
Here it comes, a hitch coming.
Oh God. Wow. Oh God. Oh God. Oh my God, are you guys okay, bro?
We're gonna go to burn over very quickly. Here it comes, here it comes, here it
Oh, lock in. Oh, that's fire. That's actually fire. Oh my God. What do you do in this situation? Oh! 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 Damn!
A miscommunication between the 2 trucks resulted in a collision.
Who cares?
The truck in the front was attempting to back up out of the fire, while the truck with the dash cam was entering what's known as a burnover.
Who cares about crashing the truck when you're about to get burnt to a crisp?
A burnover is a fire truck protection protocol where the truck stays in place and the crew deploys Velcro blankets to protect themselves from the heat.
Oh.
Water is sprayed outside of the vehicle to keep it from catching on fire.
Okay.
And the inside, breathing masks are used by the crew. During this protocol, however, the crew from the truck in the front can be heard desperately explaining how they didn't have water for a burnover.
Oh.
Or rather, their truck's sprinkler system wasn't working properly.
Ah. No water? Oh my God, Mayday. That means like
They
we're
couldn't stay in
dead.
place and were forced to drive forward in the hopes of escaping the fire, which you can actually see in the video as the truck fades into the distance. Fortunately, this move would end up saving their lives.
Really?
They would make it to the other side of the fire. And everyone inside the truck, as well as the one with the dash cam, would make it out with minimal injuries.
Thank the Lord. Let's go. They survived. Dude, these are creepy, bro.